One veteran group in the Texas Hill Country is working to make sure the 2 million veterans who battle food insecurity daily have a hot meal every day. In this edition of Military Matters, 3 News anchor John Thomas Kobos shows us how the program works and how South Texas veterans can sign up.
A veteran living on disability faces many challenges.
Am I going to pay the rent? Am I going to pay for my medications? Or am I going to eat?
Mike Cagle, program director of the Honor Veterans and Meals for Vets based out of Fredericksburg, wants to change the latter.
And they don't like to ask for help because they come from such a structured atmosphere, and they get back out into the civilian world and it's just not the same anymore, and they fall on hard times.
Cagle is on a state tour connecting with local veterans groups and meal service providers.
When the veteran calls us and asks for our services, we will contact the meal provider. The meal provider will in turn feed that veteran for us and invoice us on a monthly basis.
According to Meals for Vets, 1.5 million veterans live in poverty. 1/3 of the homeless on our streets are veterans, and roughly 2 million struggle to find a square meal every day.
And when we say we want to feed our veterans, it's exactly what we want to do. There's no strings attached.
With more than 100,000 veterans fed throughout the state so far, Cagle and Meals for Vets promises they will be there in the future. Reporting, John Thomas Kobos, 3 News.